Hello, this is Mr. Trask. I'm working at B-Sad in Abu Dhabi, and I'm here to guide you through how to create a very simple web page in a Windows environment on just simply using Notepad. So I'm going to flick into Windows here, and as you can see, I have a standard Windows 7 desktop. If I go into my folder, I'm going to go into Documents. And you can see here I've created a folder called Websites. The folder itself is blank, so I'm going to put something into there, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on the Start button and look for Notepad. And Notepad is found simply by typing into the search bar if it's not already displayed. Click on Notepad, and this is a very plain, simple, beautifully simple text editor which produces really clean code. So here we have a blank notepad, and we have an empty folder. Let's put something in the folder. So I'm going to click on File, Save As. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the Documents area, which I should be, which is here, and also I'm in the Website area, which is what it should be. And two things to note here. The first one is that you need to save your file not as a text document. It defaults to text, but as something called all files, which is pretty much anything. So make sure that you've saved your type as all files. Secondly, give it a carefully chosen name, and mine's a fairly standard one. It's webpage_1.html. The HTML forces it to become a web page. Let's take a look at what happens. And you can see here that webpage.html has now appeared into this folder. Okay, this is in fact a web page as of now. It's a web page that happens to contain nothing, but it is indeed a web page. Okay, so what we do here is we're going to type some code in. Okay, the code has already been provided to you on a worksheet. However, I'm going to type this in quickly to demonstrate what it all means. So I'm going to start with an angled parentheses, exclamation mark, and then in capitals I'm going to type doc type HTML in lowercase, and close the bracket. This is basically something which tells the operating system that you're going to be making a web page. It's a signifier to the software that a web page is coming. I'm then going to start with what you should start with in an HTML document, which is the letters HTML. I'm then going to start with a head, and the tag is, again, simply is head. Within the head, I want to put a title, and this title is going to be, again, super simple. It's going to be web page 1, and then I'm going to end the tag title just there. I'm going to then end the head, and as we know, the head is if you like, is a hidden area on the web page, which doesn't display in a normal conventional browser window. It in fact displays at the top of the window. We then come to the body, and I'm going to insert an H1, a header 1 tag into the body, which is the main area in which we code. So H1, I'm going to say simply, this is my page heading. I will then end the H1 tag. Let's put a paragraph in there too, so P in the tag paragraph, and I'm going to say, as if this is not blindingly obvious, I'm writing a paragraph. I'm going to end the paragraph tag. I'm now done with this stunningly simple website, so I'm going to say body is at an end, and I'm then going to end the HTML code itself. Now if I save this, you can see that I have something exciting here. If I was to double click this now, you'd see the code, but I can actually put this into a browser window. So if I go and pop this in to my browser window, you'll see voila, this is my my web page. It's very simple. This is the code for it, and the beautiful thing is, of course, I can customize this. So I can now say, and notice, by the way, web page 1 up there is the title, and it's in the title area rather than this, which most students would think of as the title. The title in a website convention term is actually the very top of the page. So if I was to change this to something else, so I'm going to say Mr. T's title area. Save this. If I refresh this page, this will change to Mr. T's title area. If I change, this is my page heading, to look at heading 1. And if I was to change, I'm writing a paragraph and extend it to say something like, oh yes, I am. If I was to save this and again refresh this, you can see it changes instantly. This is the very basis of website coding, and yes, we'll be moving on very soon to putting images in and hyperlinks as well. Thank you for watching.